Hello, everyone, and welcome to EWA Monday Madness. And this week, we are starting things off with Sigrid Sasha taking on Meow. As both ladies lock up collar and elbow to get this thing kicked off, and Mimi taking that standing wrist lock. She transitions over into a standing side headlock. And she takes her down to the canvas here, keeping that headlock applied. Sasha trying to get back to her feet, but Mimi holding on to that headlock. Look at this, just continuing to wrench away. Sasha's got to find a way to get out of this thing. Oh, and she does, and slips into a rear waist lock. And now she lifts Mimi up and takes her down to the canvas. Oh, but Mimi picks the ankle and takes her down. Drives the knee into the back of the knee and then starts working over the arm and shoulder. And then look at that, just scrapes the boots across the face. Mimi's a little fired up here. Oh, here she goes around the world and down with that drop kick, catches her. And down goes Sasha. Mimi immediately back to the corner, second turnbuckle, and dives off with a splash. Mimi now goes for the cover. She hooks the leg, but she only gets one as Sasha powers out. Oh, Sasha kips up to her feet here, but Mimi catches her. Oh, she goes for a knee lift, but Sasha counters, hits her with a back elbow there. Now from behind, grabs onto that head. Oh, delivers the right hand to the face. Oh, look at this now, just grabbing her and putting her into a Cobra clutch here on the canvas. Mimi, though, firing those elbows to break loose, and she does. And then follows it up with a drop kick and sends Sasha down to the mat. Sasha, though, able to counter here. And now sets her up for the Irish whip. Pops her up into a headbutt. And Mimi goes down. Sasha looking to follow up here. But Mimi not having it. She charges in, but Sasha rolls out of the way. And now Sasha scoops her up. And then fall away slam into the corner. And Sasha now trying to put the boots to her in the corner, but Mimi counters, kicks her right in the back. But Sasha gets the better of this exchange. And another fall away slam sends Mimi flying across the ring. But she moves out of the way, and here she goes around again and into that drop kick. Really trying to come at Sasha from all sides. And now Mimi hooks the head. Swinging neck breaker. Mimi's going to go for the cover, and she hooks the outside leg. She gets two, and she gets the three. Let's check out the replay. As she goes around the corner and then hits that drop kick, and then immediately would follow it up with that second rope splash. But Sasha, second consecutive falling away slam there, but then Mimi would again go around the corner and into that drop kick. And then here she'd follow it up, hooks her into that front chancery, hooks the arm, and then swinging neck breaker takes her down. She goes for the cover, and she gets the 1, 2, 3. Meow picks up the win over Sigrid Sasha to get us jump started this week on Monday Madness. All right, here we go. Tag team action up next here on Monday Madness as we have Neon Hearts taking on the Timber Beasts. Blaze Valentine and Hubert Duloc starting things off for their respective teams, and Blaze taking Hubert down with a back suplex. Oh, Hubert, though, trips Blaze down to the canvas. And now whips him into the corner, but Blaze catches him with an elbow. Blaze now Northern Lights suplex. Really taking it to Hubert out of the gate here with these suplexes. And now just stomping away at the hand. He's got the arm trapped. And Valentine takes him down with a super kick. And now look at this. Pounding away. He's got the knee in the back with that chin lock, but Hubert quickly gets out of it. Oh, discus forearm misses. But that discus clothesline did not. Hubert now picking Blaze back up. Reversal on the Irish whip. Blaze putting Hubert up on the top turnbuckle. Hits him with a right hand, but Hubert kicks him away. But Blaze rolls him up with an inside cradle, but doesn't even get a 1 count. Oh, Hubert with a kick to the head. Flying clothesline, but Blaze able to avoid it. Valentine now bringing him over towards the turnbuckle, but Hubert fights his way free with a few elbows to the midsection. Double leg takedown, stacks him up into a pin. He gets 1. Oh, Blaze reverses into a pinfall of his own. Hubert flips it back the other way, and now finally both men separated, and Blaze dives over and tags in Zane Midnight. Zane scoops him up. Hubert fighting his way loose again. Big right hand, and then a jumping neck breaker takes him down. Hubert picking Zane up and takes him down. Another discus clothesline. Out of Hubert Dulac. Oh, look out. Kamagoye. Right between the eyes with that one. Hubert now kicks him in the midsection. Lifts him up onto the shoulders. Could be looking for a power bomb. And there it is. Right in the center of the ring. He drives him into the mat. And the tag is made to Brother Maurice, who comes running in with a jumping elbow. Maurice now goes for an Irish whip. It's reversed by Midnight. And now Midnight putting the boots to him right in front of his brother. Midnight picks him back up. And now he gets his Irish whip reversed. And now Maurice doing damage right in front of his partner, but then makes the tag back to Hubert. He goes to follow up on Midnight. Reverse knife edge in the corner. He goes for the cover. You gotta wonder how heavy are those gloves that the Timber Beast wear. That could add some extra damage. Hubert now picks him up. Flapjacks him down. He grabs onto Midnight, pulls him back up to his feet. Picks him up into a fireman's carry. Air raid crash. Oh, Midnight avoids the stomp, but he runs right into that big right hand. Forearm to the back. There's another one. Hubert sends him over towards the corner, but the referee got caught in the crossfire. And now Hubert turns him. Straight jacket. Oh, he set him in a hangman's neckbreaker and then drove him down into a facebuster. Hubert sends him over to the Timber Beast corner. He makes the tag to Maurice. Uh-oh, here we go. Up onto the shoulders. Maurice to the top rope. Here it comes. The Timber Drop. Maurice landed hard on his back there. Finally goes into the cover, but Blaze Valentine immediately comes in to break the pinfall up. Maurice sends him to the corner. Tag made to Hubert. They toss him out of the corner. Double super kick by the Timber Beast. Oh, but they knocked him over towards his corner. And Midnight makes the tag to Valentine. But Hubert kicks the midsection. Dodges that kick by Blaze. Whips him into the corner. Oh, Maurice from the outside, giving him a little what for. Hubert now sends him back into the buckle. Oh, but Blaze caught him coming in that time. And now Blaze sends him across town. Tag made back into Midnight. Might be a little bit too early for this, but here we go. Uh-oh, look out. Slingshot into the forearm. Oh, across the knees. Vaulting cross body. Driving Hubert into the knees of Valentine. And he goes for the cover, but only gets a 1 count. Midnight now picking Hubert back up. Reversal on the whip. Hubert now goes across the way and makes the tag to his brother. Maurice back in as the legal man, charges in with a big clothesline. Oh, off of the bottom rope, turns it into a tornado DDT. Maurice goes for the cover. He's got that leg hooked. He gets 2, and he gets the 3. Let's check out the replay here as Hubert with that big time powerbomb in the center of the ring. Midnight here would just stomp away at Maurice in the corner. And then Hubert, look at this big time reverse knife edge with those big gloves. And then check this out. Cinches him up high and then spikes him down with that flapjack right on his face. And then up onto the back and down into the air raid crash. And then here the Timber Beasts would go for their patented maneuver here as Maurice scales the turnbuckle off the electric chair, the timber drop, but Valentine would save the day. But the Timber Beast wouldn't be done here as they go double super kick. But the tag would be made to Valentine. And he would go right back to Zane Midnight. Hit the forearm. Slingshots himself in. But then off the running clothesline in the corner. Maurice picks up the 3 count. And it's the Timber Beasts who will be cashing their ticket at the pay window this week on Madness. All right, our next match is in the ring, ready to go as we've got dashing Aidan Flynn taking on Johnny Passion. Oh, Flynn comes charging in with a jumping knee lift to the face as soon as the bell sounded. Oh, both men charging in, neither man connecting. And Johnny takes him down with a neck breaker. Out at ringside, we see Trey Starr of Too Large, who accompanied Aidan Flynn. His partner Dax Winter conspicuous by his absence. Flynn, though, here setting Johnny up against the ropes. Reverse knife edge. Oh, hooks the leg over that middle rope and just pulling on it. Really doing some damage there. And then I look at that, a springboard tornado DDT by Flynn. Off the ropes he goes. Big splash connects. Flynn now, what's he setting Johnny up for? Slams his arm down on the mat. Johnny back to his feet. Flynn avoids and then takes him down with a super kick. He goes for the cover. He gets 2, and Johnny kicks out at 2. Flynn now kicks to the back. Johnny trying to get back to his feet here, but Flynn setting his sights. Another springboard. Looked like he was maybe going for another DDT, but he missed. And then Johnny immediately with a springboard acai moonsault. Johnny now trying to follow it up and get the momentum going. He drops the elbow. Flynn kicks up. And now both men are locked up here. Johnny goes behind into that rear waist lock. Flynn snapmares Johnny out of it. Sets in that rear chin lock. Flynn, look at that. Bridging back to put even more pressure on the neck of Johnny Passion. Johnny now trying to come out of it. Oh, but Flynn realized it and transitioned into an armbar. And then Flynn arm drags Johnny down to the mat. He sends him off in the Irish whip. Oh, but the referee was in the way there. Flynn picks him up and drives him down to the knee with a shoulder breaker, but Johnny with a kick, but misses the the elbow drop, excuse me. But Johnny back on top, sends him off the ropes and drops down. Overhead belly to belly suplex. Flynn avoids the stomp, and then look at this. Float over DDT, spikes, but Johnny got right back up. Kick to the midsection. Flynn rolls out of the way. Flynn now from behind. Back suplex. Dropped him right on his head. Flynn goes out to the apron here. Slingshot somersault senton. I think he might have come up a little bit short there, but able to follow up before Johnny can recover. Oh, look at that. Cobra clutch into a side slam, and now Flynn going to the top turnbuckle. Thought he might be thinking scene stealer, but instead the diving elbow. He goes for the cover. He gets one, he gets two, and Johnny kicks out at two. Flynn now setting his sights on Johnny one more time. Reversal on the Irish whip. Johnny runs him over with a clothesline. He drops an elbow. Johnny grabs onto the leg here, yanking on it. Really putting the pressure on the knee now. Johnny gonna go all the way up to the top turnbuckle. And he hits a diving elbow of his own. He goes for the cover. 1, 2, and Flynn kicks out at 2. Johnny now out to the apron. Springboard elbow, but Flynn moves out of the way. Flynn now looking to capitalize. Sends Johnny off on the Irish whip. Hip tosses him over. Cartwheel drop kick. Flynn now goes for the pin. 1, 2, and Johnny gets the right shoulder up. Johnny kips up to his feet. Flynn, though, catches him from behind. Grabs onto the head. Oh, look at that. Right to the bridge of the nose with that punch. Uh-oh, Flynn. What's he got in mind here? Super kick caught by Johnny. He takes him down. Grabs on. He's got that heel hook locked in. Oh, but Flynn immediately kicks him in the face to get loose. Johnny catches him with a back elbow to the midsection. Oh, look out! He's got him up! Passion killer! Johnny goes for the cover. Referee there. 1, 2. Flynn's at the ropes. And Trey Starr pointed out to the referee. Flynn now able to recover. Johnny gets caught. Uranage slam by Flynn. He goes out to the outside now. Springboard crossbody takes him down. Flynn's gonna go up top. This could be it here. He sets up the scene stealer. Flynn hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, Johnny just gets the right shoulder up. Flynn goes for the cover again. 1, 2. No, he didn't even get 2. Johnny kicked out. He charges in. Clothesline by Johnny Passion. Back the other way with a second one. Into the corner. Leaping clothesline. Off the ropes. Ducks underneath. Johnny goes up. Takes him down with another lariat. Johnny goes for the cover. 1, 2. And no, Flynn gets the left shoulder up. Johnny picking Flynn back up. Hurricane Rana takes him right back down. Johnny dragging him away from the ropes here. He's going to go for the cover. 1, 2, and no, Flynn again gets the right shoulder up. Johnny, what's he got in mind here? Spin kick, grabs him by the head. Shiranui, no, into the roll the dice. Johnny looked like he was going to go up top, but Flynn, oh, look at that. Takes him down with a inverted blockbuster. And Johnny just able to kick out. Flynn off the ropes he goes. Another big splash. Johnny trying to get to his feet. Flynn, springboard. I think he might have got him with a headbutt. But look at that. Both men down. Johnny out to the floor and Flynn just starting to move now. Flynn goes out to the outside, but Johnny with a chance to recover. Sends Flynn over towards the barricade. Slamming the arm of Aidan Flynn down on the floor on the outside. Johnny now sends him back into the ring. Oh, he could be looking for another springboard here. Oh, slingshot into that sidekick. Johnny going up top. Could he be looking for that diving splash? There it is. He got him. Johnny goes for the cover. He hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. He got him. Let's go to the replay here as Flynn hitting the scene stealer. Thought he had the victory at this point, but Johnny would just get the right shoulder up. And then Johnny charges in, clotheslines into the corner with that leaping clothesline, and then off the ropes he goes, ducks underneath, up and down with another clothesline. He'd go for the cover, but Flynn would get the shoulder up. And then Hurricane Rana takes him down. But that still wouldn't keep Flynn down. And then here, Johnny, check this out. Backflips over, hooks the head, drives him down with the roll the dice. But Flynn would go for another pin attempt here, but Johnny would not be denied. And then Flynn, look at that. They bonked heads off the springboard. And then here, Johnny with that kick. And then he'd go to the top, diving splash, halfway across the ring. He'd hook the leg and finally get the 1, the 2, and the 3. Johnny Passion, despite the best efforts of Trey Starr, picking up a win over dashing Aidan Flynn here on Madness. All right, here we go. The EWA Interstate Champion Blade Bishop in non-title action here against KJ Monroe. Both men locking it up, collar and elbow here in the center of the ring. And it's Bishop who takes this standing wrist lock. Full arm dragon twist. Doing more damage onto that arm of KJ Monroe. Keeping that wrist lock applied, but now Monroe able to get out of it. And now he's got the wrist lock applied. And now the champion needs to find an escape. And Bishop does. And now turns it into this standing top wrist lock. Look at this. Bishop putting the pressure on Monroe and then back trips him down. Oh, but KJ caught him with a kick. Charges in, but Bishop, oh, look at that forearm, and down goes Monroe. Grabs onto the ankle, but KJ with an enziguri takes the champion down. He's got that arm. Oh, drives it down into the mat. And now both men locked up again. Who's going to get the advantage this time? It's Monroe who backs the champion up against the ropes. Referee trying to get in between them for a break. Oh, double throat thrust by Bishop. No clean break from the champion. They're jockeying for position again here, and KJ goes behind into that rear waistlock. Bishop breaks the grip, and he reverses into a waistlock of his own. KJ tosses him over the shoulder down to the mat, and now locks in a side headlock. Oh, head scissors by Bishop, able to get loose. Keeping the pressure applied. Oh, look at that. Really putting the squeeze on Monroe. Oh, and look at that. Bishop drives the leg into the face, but Monroe kips back up to his feet. Oh, but Bishop, knees right to the chest. Sets him up. Boot to the side. Bishop charges in. Oh, but Monroe caught him with a kick. And then he goes up and down with the Hurricane Rana. Monroe out to the outside on the opposite side of the ring, and now here they go, and oh, Monroe caught him with a leg lariat. Monroe now sends Bishop back into the ring. Trying to keep the advantage on the champion here. Oh, but Bishop fights his way free with some elbows to the midsection. But Monroe counters himself, but again, both men just battling back and forth here. Oh, Bishop charges in with a knee lift. Oh, but a couple of right hands by Monroe takes the champion down, and now all the way to the top turnbuckle. Diving splash. We just saw Johnny Passion use that to get to victory. Oh, but Bishop kicks out. KJ starting to feel it here. Couple of kicks. Wheelbarrow up into a bulldog. Monroe now out to the apron. Springboard elbow connects. Monroe picking Bishop up. Hooks him up. Looking for a full Nelson slam, but no. Bishop breaks free. Clubs him in the back, but Monroe counters with a forearm. Hooks him up for a suplex, and textbook vertical suplex by KJ Monroe. But both men down on the mat. Monroe, the first one to manage to get to his feet, and then comes in with a jumping elbow. Crowd getting behind KJ Monroe here. What a notch in his belt it would be. What a Yakuza kick. He goes for the cover. Could he get the win here? 1, 2. No, Bishop kicks out at 2. What a win it would be if he could score a win over the Interstate Champion, but Bishop counters, but KJ blocks, delivers a punch, picks him up into a fireman's carry, brings him over towards the other side, drops him face first over the top turnbuckle. Monroe stomping him in the corner. Oh, but Bishop swings that kick from below. Running knee to the midsection, crumples Monroe down. Swinging those kicks, and again with the knee. Kind of working over the ribs there. Bishop picks him up. Oh, swinging Uranagi slam. He goes for the cover. Only gets 1. KJ grabbing onto the ropes, fighting back to his feet here. Bishop sends him off on the Irish whip. Oh, hits him with that tornado kick. He goes for the cover. 1, 2, and no! KJ Monroe kicks out. Bishop now picks him up. Oh, look at that. Slams down. Oh, hits the cyclone kick there. And now Bishop hooks the legs. What's he looking for here? Oh, twists him down. He's got a version of like an inverted figure 4 there. But KJ was too close to the ropes. Bishop now going to the top turnbuckle. Off he goes. Double axe handle finds the mark. But KJ comes up and then takes him down with a Hurricane Rana. Monroe scoops him up. Emerald Explosion. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And Bishop gets the right shoulder up. Monroe follows it up. Oh, Bishop avoids. Forearms. Finds the mark. 4 of them to the face. Sends him off the ropes. Goes behind. German suplex with a bridge. 1, 2. And no, the champion kicks out again. Monroe stomping at the arm. He's got to be thinking, what's he got to do to put the champion away? He's up on the second rope now. Dives off with a shotgun drop kick. Monroe grabs the leg, repeatedly driving the elbow into the inside of the knee. Trying to see if he could take the kick arsenal away from Blade Bishop. And look at this. just yanking on the ankle while the leg is trapped, really putting the pressure on the knee ligaments. Off the ropes goes Monroe, jumping elbow connects. Senton splash, oh, but Bishop got the knees up. He goes in, elbows to the shoulder. Roundhouse kick. He goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3, he got him. Let's go to the replay here, as Bishop had the upper hand early, but Monroe would take to the skies with a big diving splash. He'd hook the leg, but couldn't pick up the win. And then keeping the pressure in with the Yakuza kick. But the champion showing his resilience, then here off the ropes, hits the tornado kick. Thought he might have had the win and knocked him out there, but Monroe just able to kick out. And then here Bishop, the double elbows, spinning back kick. But KJ would fight back, and then here scoops him up and down with the Emerald Flosion. Hooks the leg. Thought he had the victory, but no. And then here, the German suplex, just keeping the pressure on, but the champion every time would dig down deep. And then here one more time with the elbows to the shoulders, and then that spinning back kick, and finally the lights went out, and Blade Bishop would pick up the victory. The EWA Interstate Champion Blade Bishop notching another victory in impressive fashion over KJ Monroe here on Madness. All right, here we go. We've got Vince Varick in the ring, ready to take on the Goon. Bruno breaks. Both men meeting in the center of the ring, collar and elbow tie-up. And Varick using that size advantage to back Bruno up into the corner. Referee trying to get between these two. Oh, and Bruno with a cheap shot there. But Varick right back on top. Forearm to the back. And here they are, locked up again. And now it's Bruno backing Varick up. Got him up against the ropes, and again the referee trying to get in between them, and again Bruno with a cheap shot. Varick caught him coming in though. It takes him down with a running neck breaker. Varick now out to the outside. See if they can slingshot here. No. Changed his mind. Oh, Bruno caught him coming back in. Picks him up. Oh, back suplex into a face buster. Bruno now flies that toe hold, drives the elbow into the knee. Oh, but Varick caught him. Grabs onto the legs, turns him over into a Boston Crab, but Bruno right there and able to get to the ropes. Bruno kicks him away. Kick to the knee, and now look at this. La Magistral cradle by Bruno breaks. But Varick kicks out. Bruno charges in. Flying head scissors. Bruno, takes a kick to the head there. I was going to say, using his speed advantage here. Knee lift. And down goes Varick. But Varick kicks him away. And now he grabs onto the leg. Look out. Waistlock, deadlift, German suplex. Varick now looking to follow up. Basement drop kick. Bruno, though, able to get back up here. Sends him off on the Irish whip and drops down. Oh, but Varick counters and takes him down with a clothesline and then hits a standing shooting star press. Goes for an elbow, but Bruno gets out of the way. And then Bruno takes him down with almost like a headbutt there. And now Bruno charges in. Oh, but Varick caught him with a knee to the face. Kick to the midsection by Varick. Hoists him up onto the shoulders. Brings him over towards the ropes. Turns it into a fireman's carry and then drops him throat first across that top rope. Oh, Varick, look at this. Deadlifts him off the mat. Transitions again into the fireman's carry and into the TKO. Varick goes for the cover. 1, 2. But Bruno gets the left shoulder off the mat. Varick now sizing up Bruno. Goes for a kick, but Bruno catches it. Look out. Capture suplex. Bruno now grabs onto the arm. Single leg monkey flip sends him careening over towards the ropes. Bruno now looking to follow up, but Varick with a few elbows to the midsection gets free of the grip. But Bruno with a right hand to the midsection now from behind, but Varick with a back elbow. Both men countering here, but Bruno release overhead German suplex. And now Bruno's going to go to the top turnbuckle. Look out! Moonsault connects across the back. Bruno dragging Varick away from the ropes. Could be looking for a pin here. Rolls him over and then covers. 1. And look at that. Varick kicked out at 1. Bruno picks him up. Spinning sidewalk slam. 1, 2. And no, Varick kicks out just before the 3. And look at the look on Bruno's face. You sense that frustration kicking in. Bruno goes behind, hooks the arms, tiger suplex, switches to the waistlock bridge. 2, and no, Varick kicked out again. He avoids the stomp, hits Bruno with that punch to the top, moonsault body block by the 400+ pounder. Varick now drives the knee into the face. And now Bruno desperately crawling towards the corner, gets to his feet. Varick charges in. Nobody home on the avalanche. Bruno grabs onto the arm, but Varick sends him down to the mat. Sends him off on the Irish whip. Goes for the power slam. Oh, it spins him back the other way. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And Bruno kicks out at 2. Varick picking him back up. Puts him up into the fireman's carry. And again with the TKO. Varick into the cover. 1, 2. No, Bruno kicks out again. And now it's Varick wondering what he's going to have to do to put his opponent away. Oh, he's measuring him here. He could be looking for that iron vise. Hooks the arm. He's got the crossface, and there it is. The iron vise is locked in. Can Bruno get out? No, he taps out. Let's go to the replay as Bruno dominant early with that big face buster. But here, watch Varick down into the TKO. Hooks the leg. But Bruno would show the resiliency that we've come to know. And then Bruno taking to the skies here with the moonsault across the back as Varick was trying to get up. And then here swings him around and down with that sidewalk slam. But Varick showing that he's got some reserves as well. And then here Bruno from behind, tiger suplex, grabs him around the waist. Don't know if he had the waist lock fully clenched there. And Varick would kick out, and then watch this moonsault body block that sends him off. Back rotation into that power slam. But Bruno again would kick out, and then Varick would once again hoist him up onto the shoulders and then down into that TKO. But Bruno again would manage to get the shoulder up. But here, Varick would lock into the iron vise. Nowhere to go, center of the ring, and Bruno had to tap out. Vince Varick with a big win over Bruno Breaks. You might consider that an upset here on Monday Madness. All right, here we go with our main event on Monday Madness. The EWA World Women's Champion Wendy Wonder here in non-title action against the Pencil Pusher. Big spot here for the Pencil Pusher. If she could manage to defeat the women's champion, you'd have to think that that would factor her in to a potential championship match with Final Judgment on the horizon. Wendy escaping that rear chin lock here. And now she's got a hammerlock applied on Pencil Pusher. Really working her over here, and Wendy's been very dominant as women's champion. As she snapmares Pencil Pusher down and applies the rear chin lock. She's taken on pretty much all comers and turned them all away. And Wendy drives the knee into the back of Pencil Pusher and hits a standing moonsault. Oh, Wendy goes to drop an elbow, but Pencil Pusher moves out of the way and then runs her over with a clothesline. Pencil Pusher goes for the cover, 1. And gets a kick out at 1. Pencil Pusher stomping away at the face of the champion. Double leg takedown, and look at this. The Pencil Pusher with furious fists to the face of the champion. Both women now locked up again. Wendy backing Pencil Pusher up against the ropes. Referee trying to get in between them for a clean break. And they oblige. Wendy right back in there. And again, who's going to get the advantage here? Oh, this time it's the Pencil Pusher backing Wendy all the way up into the corner. And again, the referee trying to get the break. And he do. Pencil Pusher knocks her back into the corner. Picks her up on the top turnbuckle. Oh, look out. She goes to the top. Hurricane Rana. No, the champion caught her and takes her down with a sit-out powerbomb. Reversal on the Irish whip by the champion. Shoulder tackle, and down goes Pencil Pusher. She hooks the leg. 1. Only gets 1. What a powerbomb off the middle rope there by Wendy Wonder. And now stomping on the hand. Off the ropes goes the champion. Splash connects. And Pencil Pusher now rolls out to the floor. But the champion goes right out after her. Oh, look at that big right hand. Just taking her down. And now Wendy has her in a wheelbarrow position, then drives her face first into the floor on the outside. And now look at this. Deadlift gut wrench into a powerbomb. The champion is just taking it to the Pencil Pusher on the outside. Here we go. Another standing moonsault. A lot of damage being done out here. Those pads are out there, but they aren't that thick, and there's concrete right underneath. Wendy now back into the ring as the referee counts to 5, and now what she got in mind here? Look out! Plancha to the floor! Wendy back into the ring. And she has really done a number on her opponent here. Turn the tide around, and now the Pencil Pusher just starting to get to her feet. She gets back into the ring where the champion's waiting for her. And now look at this. Locks her into the abdominal stretch. Oh, but Pencil Pusher hip tosses her way out of it. Kick to the midsection. Oh, double axe handle takes the champion down. Off the ropes goes Pencil Pusher, and she drops the elbow. She grabs onto the leg, and now kick to the back of the thigh. Drives the elbow into the inside of the knee, and now again, and now this time grapevines the knee, or the leg, and just punching away at the knee of the champion. Pencil Pusher goes for the cover, but she only gets 1 before Wendy kicks out. Pencil pusher with a forearm. Look at this. Really laying it to her. Saito suplex. And now pencil pusher measuring the champion here as she gets to her feet. Oh, she looks like she's going to go to the top turnbuckle. Crossbody, but sidestepped by the champ, and she crashes and burns. Wendy now picks her up. Has her up. Exploder power slam. Wendy now. What she got in mind here? Deadlifts her up onto the shoulders. Yokosuka cutter. She hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, pencil pusher just gets the right shoulder up, and the champion showing a little bit of visible frustration here. Oh, but that forearm sends pencil pusher right back down. The champion measuring her here up against the ropes. Oh, look at that. Pencil pusher sidesteps and sent her right to the floor. Used her own momentum against her. Wendy back to her feet. Pencil pushing her, daring her to get back into the ring. Wendy taking her time. Pencil pusher catches her. Uh-oh, look out. Sets her up. Package powerbomb. Pencil pusher now. Could she be looking for something here? From behind. 401k. She hooks the leg. She might get her here. 1, 2. No, the champion kicks out at 2, and pencil pusher thought she had the win. What a big win it would be to score a pin over the World Women's Champion, and now the pencil pusher stomping at the hand of Wendy Wonder. Oh, what she got in mind now? Looks like she's going to send her off on the Irish whip. Oh, Wendy kind of runs through her, but pencil pusher comes back with a big clothesline. And she's going to go up to the top turnbuckle again. This didn't work out so well last time. Now she's measuring Wendy. Double axe handle, and down goes the champion. Pencil pusher with a stomp to the ankle. And then a kick to the back of the leg. Wendy back up though. Oh, she runs into a reverse knife edge, and pencil pusher here. Oh, look at that. Double ear clap up onto the shoulders, but Wendy slips out the back door and drives the forearm into the knee. But pencil pusher kicks her away. Trying to position her here, but the champion fights free. Wendy charges in. Oh, takes her down with a single leg drop kick. And now Wendy, second turnbuckle on the inside. Diving double axe handle, doesn't connect. Pencil pusher picks her up. Oh, takes her with a down with an exploder suplex of her own. Pencil pusher now sends her off the ropes. Arm drags her over. Trying to position her now up against the ropes. Takes her down to the mat. Oh, stomp to the chest. Wonder if she got her with that heel of the boot. And now pencil pusher off the middle rope. Diving splash across the back. She's really starting to get some momentum here and really has turned the pendulum on this one on the champion. Pencil pusher now off the rope she goes. Comes back. Oh, Wendy rolls out of the way of the drop kick. And now Wendy sends her off the Irish whip. Up and down with a big spine buster. She hooks the leg. 1, 2. And pencil pusher powers out at 2. Wendy trying to follow up. Kick to the midsection. Uh-oh, got her in a pump handle. Pencil pusher blocks though. Hip tosses her over. Wendy kips up to her feet. Big time forearm connects. Wendy now dragging her towards the middle of the ring. Pencil pusher though gets to her feet. Blocks the punch. Hits one of her own. Look out! 401k again! Pencil pusher rolls her over into the cover. 1, 2, and Wendy kicks out again. Pencil pusher now picks her up. Hits her, and then again with the 401k. Hooks the leg again. 1, 2, 3. She got her. Let's go to the replay here as Wendy really took the fight to the pencil pusher on the floor with that plancha. And then here, exploder power slam. And then follow it up here with that gut wrench up onto the shoulders and then down into the Yokosuka cutter. She'd hook the leg, but the pencil pusher would kick out. And then here's pencil pusher. Watch this. Hooks her up. Package powerbomb. And then she'd follow it up here with the 401k. She'd roll her into the cover, but the champion would kick out. But the pencil pusher really started to feel the momentum at that point. Wendy would catch her with a spine buster, but pencil pusher would still have the reserve to kick out. And then here, one more time, down with that 401k. And she'd go for the cover. But Wendy would once again kick out, but then pencil pusher would go right back to it again here. One more time, down with the 401k, and the third time was in fact the charm. As she picks up the 3 count. The pencil pusher scoring a win over the EWA World Women's Champion to wrap things up here on Monday Madness. We'll see you Thursday for Trauma.